Rock bottle on the track, boy. Yeah.
Go get some money, I gotta get me a bag, yeah, that's how I feel every day. Watch me go get it, I think it really is strange if you don't be feeling the same. Running it up, bitch, I be fucking it up, then run it up again. In love with them blues, I'm just trying to get rich, that's what it is. I've been broke before, never again, that's just common sense. Standing on business, I know I'ma go and get it, I don't care where money gets spent. Niggas be talking about killings, shit they ain't never did, just running they lips. Don't wanna deal with them, I'm off of my water, you know how I get. They won't tell you the truth, but bitch, I'ma step and go with my move, yeah. Don't wanna be involved if it don't involve me getting a new check. I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money.
Ballin' like D-Rose, she a little bitch with my cheat code. Fuckin' off, she a free hoe, see my life's G in the green zone. I done came straight from rags to riches, turn that shit up with the baddest bitches. We in the club, throw the cash and get it. We get it back, they bad for business. They gon' think G.O.D. when we come and spray play, you ain't taming the flood. Blood in the water, my hands drippin', whole life, nigga gon' lay where he was. I just really wanna check, niggas gon' wreck, best high play in the mud. I do really wanna step high net, wet hit it, yeah, out the buzz. Don't wanna talk on D&D, money bag, yo, no CMG. We finna blow like TNT, cash on the bed of the B&B.
I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money.
Rock bottle on the track, boy. Yeah.
Go get some money, I gotta get me a bag, yeah, that's how I feel every day. Watch me go get it, I think it really is strange if you don't be feeling the same. Running it up, bitch, I be fucking it up, then run it up again. In love with them blues, I'm just trying to get rich, that's what it is. I've been broke before, never again, that's just common sense. Standing on business, I know I'ma go and get it, I don't care where money gets spent. Niggas be talking about killings, shit they ain't never did, just running they lips. Don't wanna deal with them, I'm off of my water, you know how I get. They won't tell you the truth, but bitch, I'ma step and go with my move, yeah. Don't wanna be involved if it don't involve me getting a new check. I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money.
Ballin' like D-Rose, she a little bitch with my cheat code. Fuckin' off, she a free hoe, see my life's G in the green zone. I done came straight from rags to riches, turn that shit up with the baddest bitches. We in the club, throw the cash and get it. We get it back, they bad for business. They gon' think G.O.D. when we come and spray play, you ain't taming the flood. Blood in the water, my hands drippin', whole life, nigga gon' lay where he was. I just really wanna check, niggas gon' wreck, best high play in the mud. I do really wanna step high net, wet hit it, yeah, out the buzz. Don't wanna talk on D&D, money bag, yo, no CMG. We finna blow like TNT, cash on the bed of the B&B.
I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, in love with the money, I'm in love with the money, I'm in love with the money.
What's going on, my homies in the building tonight? Yo, hold on to your hats because Punch is coming in hot. Because I seen some shit tonight that pissed me off. I seen some shit over the last couple weeks that pissed me off, bro. All right, so we know tomorrow night there's some pretty big fights coming up. You know what I mean? We got Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez. Who really gives a fuck about their opponents? Nigga, in reality, all three of their opponents should lose. But we know how this shit works. One of these niggas is going to lose tomorrow. And maybe two. I doubt all three of them are going to lose. That Shepard shit rarely happens. But two out of the three of these niggas, I won't be surprised, man, because one's coming off a devastating loss. I don't give a fuck what got erased. And another nigga is a delusional fucking weirdo who keep on doing more delusional shit, making it even look weirder. So, you know what, man? So, what topic should we talk about tonight? Don't even get me started on a motherfucker like Rolly Ramirez. Rolly Ramirez is a motherfucking bum who don't even deserve to be the main event. And it pisses me off the fact that they make this nigga the main event. Just cause of the way the motherfucker can talk. I understand that you can talk, bro, but your boxing skills don't match the talking skills, my nigga. Every time it is, it's just we watching Rolly get his ass whooped. We watching Rolly getting his ass whooped. They put one out of his last 5 fights. He looked good in. One. Why is this nigga the main event? Why do they keep on getting the main event? Because nigga, the gift of gab and that fucking puppet master Satan nigga antichrist motherfucker over there at PBC. They keep giving these bum ass motherfuckers who don't deserve these shots the actual shots. The shit's really not fair, nigga. It makes me mad every time I look at the fucking main card. Like I got up as my fucking screenshot. Nigga, as my thumbnail for this fucking live tonight. Rolly Romero as the fucking main event. A bum. 100%. 1,000%, fuck 100,000% bum. Rolly Romero does not deserve to be the main event of any card in the history of boxing. Yet this is the second time I've seen this motherfucker as the main event. Nigga is a fucking bum, and he's gonna get cooked tomorrow. I don't give a fuck about what he did in sparring, nigga. The nigga's an amateur at best. You can't convince me, nigga, that he's anything less. He's not a pro. He's not. Can we just face reality and say Rolly Romero's not a pro, nigga, just an overrated motherfucking bum, and nobody really wants to see this dude. We enjoy watching you get your ass whooped. We like you to sit out there and talk shit and then watch you get your ass whooped. But the funny thing is that so many motherfucking ass whoopings didn't happen to you, nigga, that you don't even talk shit no more. Did you see this nigga in these press conferences leading up? Oh, I don't really care what his little squeaky ass voice. I don't really care if you fight Ryan. If you fight Devin again, it don't matter that. If I win, you can still fight him. You can still fight him. You fucking nerd. Shut the fuck up, you annoying little prick. That's how people like Rolly Romero. They like Rolly Romero because they want to see how much of a fool you gonna make up yourself, bro. That's the only reason I can think this nigga is the main card, because he's not, niggas not paying to see him. Do you know how hard it was for me to pay for this card today? We got a racist fighting a bum. We got another racist fighting another not unproven nigga. I ain't gonna call Barbosa a bum, but he's still unproven. And it's crazy to say a nigga's unproven with motherfucking 30 fights, but the nigga's just unproven. It just is what it is, man. I can't name none of his opponents except for Jack Catterall, and I barely remember him. Like, so let's keep it 100 when it come to Arnold Barbosa. The nigga's alright, but the nigga ain't really the best thing smoking. I mean, let's keep it 100 again. What's going on with my homies in the chat, yo? Hey, prepare, because punch is coming in hot today on these niggas, yo. But I'm telling you, I'm just starting with Rolly Romero. I'm going to go down the motherfucking list. So niggas are getting it tonight, because I got some fucking opinions about what the fuck I seen, nigga. Rolly Romero don't even look locked in for this fight. He look like, nigga, since he lost to that fucking old ass, since Pitbull Cruz took his belt, nigga, it didn't look like he beat the soul out of Rolly Romero. I think he's like a shadow of his motherfucking self. He look like he don't even want to be here. Why is that motherfucker even fighting? How is he the main event? What draw is Rolly Romero? I mean, honestly, what draw is Rolly Romero? Every time I see the poster, it pissed me off. It pissed me off to see this fucking clown as the main event on the card. Like, okay, you're fighting Ryan Garcia. Why are you fighting Ryan Garcia? If you don't know the story of why Rolly Romero is fighting Ryan Garcia, it's because he whooped his ass in sparring. It was one of them type of situations where Ryan Garcia came in to get some sparring done, and Rolly Romero came in to fight. You know what I mean? So he started catching Ryan with lefts and rights all over the place, whooping Ryan Garcia's ass. I watched the sparring video. It's true. He whooped Ryan's ass. Let's keep it 100. He did. And then he started talking all this shit like sparring matters. But if sparring mattered, then goddamn, you know what I mean? A lot of motherfucking fighters is bums, because we didn't heard of a lot of motherfucking fighters that's like champions and pound for pound niggas getting cooked in sparring, niggas. So if that's happening to these niggas, then sparring it ain't supposed to mean nothing, because man, I seen a couple niggas who got cooked in sparring, niggas fight these niggas in real fights and beat their motherfucking ass. So maybe them gloves and that hair girl do mean something, but niggas do be getting their ass whooped when it comes to sparring. Now, at the same motherfucking time, do I believe that Rolly Romero stands a chance? Fuck no, nigga. Maybe he caught Ryan Garcia on the off day, but when it comes to skills, Ryan Garcia's skills and pedigree is leaps and bounds ahead of Rolly Romero, and I don't give a fuck if you talk that shit talking about Rolly Romero never won no title. I mean, Ryan Garcia never won no title. That don't mean shit. Still a better fighter than Rolly Romero, because you can never convince me in 1,000 years that Rolly could beat Devin Haney. No way, no how. Get the fuck out of here. I don't believe none of that bullshit right there. So it is what it is. So at the same time, you know what I mean? That nigga's a bum. He don't even deserve to be the main event. Bro, it was so hard to pay for this. It's so hard, yo. Because I got family in New York again. I was just going to hit them niggas up like, bro, can I come watch the fight from your fucking window? But they turned the outside into kind of like an inside. So you can't like watch it from a window. Like they put a big ass covering over it and like stands all around and shit. So you can't like, you know what I mean? be on some cool shit like that, nigga, up there in the window with some binoculars and shit, nigga, like, hey, I'm here, but I ain't paid to be here. You feel me? That's the type of shit niggas is trying to be on, but they stopped that shit real quick. So I was like, fuck, cause I called my people. I'm like, yo, show me what it looked like from outside, nigga, cause he lived kind of like in Town Square. So he like, nigga, show the nigga that shit was crazy. So, but like, yeah, bro, that shit's covered up. So it's like, fuck. All right, so that killed my plan. So I gotta pay for this bullshit right now with these two motherfuckers who I don't want to support. I don't want to support Ryan Garcia. I don't want to support Teofimo Lopez, and it ain't because of their boxing skills. You know, I know what it's really about. Nigga, Brian Garcia crashed the fuck out on some drug-filled haze, calling nigga, I hate niggas. I won't never forget it. I don't go fuck how many times you apologize. And Teofimo talking about, hey, monkey, come get the banana. Fuck both y'all. I really don't want to support you, motherfuckers. I respect y'all boxing skills, but y'all characters ain't shit. So fuck both of you, motherfuckers. And I won't be, nigga, mad if y'all both lose tomorrow. If you lose to Rolly Romero, Ryan Garcia, I'm gonna make an epic fucking video, nigga, and I'm gonna flame broil your lame ass, because there's no way in hell you should lose to a bum like that, nigga. I wouldn't. I mean, if I was betting, man, I'd put my money on Ryan Garcia, nigga. But if you lose to Rolly Romero, I'm gonna laugh in your motherfucking face, because nobody should lose to that bum. Nobody ever, nigga. You know what I mean? Now, as we go down the line, because I had enough about that, nigga. And Ryan Garcia, you did look kind of weird. Your body looked kind of off now, nigga. So maybe you was on some shit, nigga, because you do look a little like you cycling off. I'm just keeping it 100, nigga. So maybe, nigga, the Haney's was on to something. Now, I ain't saying, nigga, right, wrong, left, and right, nigga. The shit's like old. I'm tired of talking about it, nigga. I don't think that's the reason he beat Haney, but at the same time, nigga, there is some glaring differences in the nigga's body. It is what it is. Shout out to my nigga Heavy Bag Boxing, because he pointed this shit right out. I noticed it too. You know what I mean? But you know me, man, I don't really make videos as much as I used to, but at the same time, nigga, it is what it is. Now, I'm about to read what some of my niggas are saying in the chat before I move on to the next nigga. But the point of the story is that Ryan Garcia really should cook Rolly Romero. I mean, easy work, easy. Like how Pitbull Cruz did him. This nigga should be no problem at all for for Ryan Garcia at all. Hold on, I'll be right back. Now, at the same time, though, like you said, like niggas always like to say this for bums. You got a puncher's chance. Rolly has a puncher's chance. All that is code for he's really trash, nigga. He's really gonna get cooked, nigga. He might get a lucky shot and maybe win, and maybe make Ryan Garcia woozy, because we know for a fact that Ryan Garcia chin is kind of suspect. Like, we seen him get floored by a nigga with a pillow-fisted motherfucker. Like, Luke Campbell was pillow-fisted. Like, Gervonta Davis put everybody on the motherfucking ground, but Luke Campbell is straight up pillow-fisted, but then he put you down. So, you know, his chin is kind of suspect, my nigga. So we gonna pay attention to that. And if Rolly do land something clean on that chin, he might put you down. But at the same time, nigga, let's not forget Rolly Romero ain't got the most solid chin in either, nigga. And I don't give a fuck how much credit they try to give him for the Gervonta Davis fight. You can never convince me that Tank didn't set that nigga up, nigga, to run into that motherfucking left hand. Nigga, give him false ass confidence. Nigga, mind fucked him, and Rolly's stupid ass got overconfident and got knocked the fuck out. It ain't had nothing to do with bullet or none of that shit, nigga. That's what you do to bums like that. You give them false confidence and you put their punk asses the fuck sleep like the bums they are. So I'm not sold on Rolly Romero. Never will be. He's an amateur. Don't belong in pro boxing at all. Get this nigga out of here. I don't give a fuck how entertaining his personality is. He's still a motherfucking bum. And Ryan Garcia, you a closet fucking racist. Nigga, fuck your apology, nigga. And I don't give a fuck if you win or lose tomorrow. Fuck both of y'all. On to the next niggas. Hold on. Let me read what some of my niggas are saying in the chats. You know, Punch be coming in hot sometimes, and I be talking hella shit, and niggas be like, whoa, calm the fuck down. All right, my nigga Chappelle, what's up, bro? What's up, DJ? You know what I mean? Round one, what up, dog? Welcome over here to the Punch Talk Show, nigga, where we go 100% hard. I'm about to put the link up, nigga, so don't go nowhere. Come on up and talk some shit with me. You know what I'm saying? What you say? You say, I'm Captain Hook that Ryan fight tomorrow. Swear to God, I'm a Jack Sparrow that bitch. You know what I mean? Straight. Well, I was, bro. I like to support Turkey and the things he do. So it's like, all right, I paid for it, bro. But at the same time, it was really hard not to Captain Sparrow that shit, because I almost Jack Sparrow that shit too. So I feel you, round one. Would you say DJ Punch may be a blessing in disguise? I could see you assume the winners haven't already been chosen. Hell no. I ain't sold on none of them, man, because, you know, seeing these weigh-ins and shit, none of them look super confident except for Teofimo Lopez, but that dude's a fucking joke, so who takes him serious? And I'm going to save his punk ass for last. Straight up. Let me see. Like you say, Rollo's a judo guy who work out with hula hoops, bumping hips, don't lie about security. See what I mean? He's a fucking bum who don't even... He's a fucking bum who don't even belong in boxing, and that is 100% fact, and that's the problem. That's why I'm like, how the fuck is this guy the main event? It's not because of him. He's the main event because he's fighting Ryan Garcia, and they don't want to do Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, so they had to make Ryan Garcia the head guy because let's keep it 100. Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney. Like, listen, it's not on paper, but in all of our minds, come on, man. Like, it just is what it is. I don't give a fuck what you try to blame it on, nigga. He put you on the floor 4 times. I mean, it just is what it is. Nigga, you gotta, you know what I mean? Devin Haney is next on the list, nigga. I ain't gonna roast him like I just did Rolly Romero, because like over the years I've been kind of respecting Devin Haney a little bit more, but at the same time he's still crying about that steroid shit. Let it go. Like, you know what I mean? But other than that, I think Devin Haney is going to put on a fucking fabulous show tomorrow. Probably. He's probably going to beat the shit out this dude. I won't be surprised. He has to shut us the fuck up. And the only way to do that is to come out and put on a phenomenal performance. Because I don't know if you read my ticker, but it says Devin Haney has to overperform. He do. There's no ifs and buts about it. You gotta come out and look fan-fucking-tastic. That's not me hating. That's not me talking no shit. That's what we need to see. We need to see where your head is, Dev. Because I don't care what excuse you blame it on. The nigga floored you 4 or 5 times, nigga. Like they didn't count 2 of them, but you got floored 5 times. You made a lot of bad decisions in that fight, and I wanted to see you go back to the fighting off the back foot, boxing like a motherfucker, and using your skills to overwhelm your opponent, Devin Haney, instead of trying to stand there and slug it out with power punchers, Devin Haney. It just is what it is. So if you turn back into your natural undisputed champion self, you should be fine tomorrow. But if you go in there playing around, trying to make a statement and try to knock a nigga out, you're going to get floored again because Ramirez hits just as hard as Ryan Garcia. Feel me? That ain't me going ballistic. That's just me telling the 100% truth, nigga. You go in there trying to stand in the middle of the ring, same thing going to happen to you again because you don't have a chin. Face it, you don't. But you got superior boxing skills. Use those. As long as you use those, you'll be fine. If you don't, nigga, your ass is going to touch the canvas, and it just is what it is. Other than that, nigga, I don't really got too much to lay into Devin Haney, nigga. I think, nigga, show me where your head's at. Show me that you got over that devastating defeat. I know it got erased on paper, but in reality, nigga, that's a loss. And even if it's not a loss on paper, nigga, it's a loss mentally. Like, you know what I mean? So as long as your mental recovered, which I can't tell because you're still complaining about goddamn... Because you're still complaining about goddamn steroids, just like you did in the press conference a couple of days. Let it go. Just say, nigga, all right, wait till I see you in the rematch. I'm going to really cook your ass the way you were supposed to in the first match that we all thought you was. But, nigga, you fell into the bullshit and shit got ugly for you. You know what I mean? But as long as you keep it 100, bro, you should be fine. Swear. But if you go in there playing around, it's going to be like that again. Nigga, just don't go in there underestimating your opponent. Don't fall for the bullshit. This nigga ain't been talking mad shit. The way Garcia did, he wasn't able to get into your mind. But at the same time, Ryan Garcia is still in your mind. He is. Because, you know the response you should have gave when Ryan Garcia started talking shit up on that stage? Should have looked at him like, all right, see you in the rematch, nigga. That's all need to be said. You don't got to say, oh, Osterring. Because Ryan Garcia is hitting you with this finger like, nigga, Osterring got nothing to do with his left hook, which is my most powerful punch that everybody knows is my most powerful punch. Everybody knows this. Nobody doesn't know that this nigga's most powerful punch is the left hand. What you stood there and ate all night long, nigga, which stunned us all, because nigga, you're a way better boxer than that. It is what it is, nigga. Let it go. Come out, get your revenge, beat his ass like we all expected you to do the first time, nigga, and then move on with your life. But to keep on crying and blaming on other shit, no, nigga. You like I'm tired of hearing Devin's trying to play the villain. Devin want to be the good old boy. Man, listen, man, let that nigga be who he want to be. All I care about, and I used to take shots at him for the gangster shit, but if you're a middle-class nigga that's trying to play gangster, there's a billion niggas like that in the world. Devin Haney just happened to be a famous boxer, and niggas want to take shots at him, but in the reality, let's keep it 100, man. Nobody want to get in the ring with this nigga. Like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, damn what type of character the nigga has. As long as he's performing in the ring, that's kind of all that should matter. And to me, that's all that really matters. Yeah, I was taking my little shots when I seen him on Instagram shaking for some bitch. That's just, all these niggas today is weird doing that shit. Like that dancing on camera shit. That shit's weird as fuck to me, and I love to make fun of it. I did that to him, Tank, everybody who be on camera dancing. I'm gonna make fun of you, period. It is what it is. But as far as the boxing skills, bro, that nigga is definitely one of the best. But at the same time, I need to see if you still that same Devin Haney, come out there, box smart, use IQ, use your footwork, fight behind the jab, and not try to knock everybody out. Just win on points, bro. It just is what it is. It's who you are. Face it, man. You know what I mean? And that's all I got to say about him. Niggas, other niggas came in here thinking Tim was going to tear Devin Haney up. I already didn't roast my nigga enough. I don't care about the lawsuit shit. You dropped it. You're cool. I'm going to let that shit go. Hold on. I'll be right back, y'all. I got these kids running all over the goddamn place, so I got to like take these little timeouts. Be back in 2 seconds. Yeah, so like I was saying, anyway, you know what I mean? Yeah, if Haney fight smart, don't do nothing stupid, and don't take Ramirez for a joke, my nigga should be fine. And I'm about to put the link up in the chat for the guys. But if he come in there bullshitting around, it's over. And now we get to the clown. The clown Teofimo Lopez, who I really don't take serious, been thinking he was a motherfucking joke since he started talking that 2-time undisputed shit. And he said some dumb shit again tonight at the press conference, talking about he was the first person in history to become 2-time undisputed when a nigga ain't never been undisputed once. See what I'm talking about when it comes down to that type shit infuriates me. And that's why I think you're a clown. Now listen. There's a couple things I'm about to break down about this bitch ass nigga, because everybody keep talking about nigga, oh yeah, if Teofimo come out there, he gonna lose, but if Gordo or whatever the fuck they call this lame ass nigga show up, he gonna win. Well, I ain't never seen Gordo since 135. 140, nigga, Gordo don't exist at all. At all, nigga. He's non-existent. So stop saying his name like it matters, nigga. Because all we seen is this washed up bum ass nigga who been getting his nose punched in. Nigga keep getting flatter in every fucking fight. And if you keep on nigga trying to use that as an excuse, that 2-time undisputed shit, ESPN gave that nigga false ass delusion. Him and Kambosos, nigga, trying to count that franchise championship as a WBC championship, nigga. Yeah, was never undisputed, nigga. Neither one of your bums, nigga, was undisputed ever, nigga. George Kambosos, you lost to Devin Haney twice. You fucking bum, the worst Spartan in the history of Spartans. The Greeks would disinherit you, nigga. They'd have threw your punk ass off the cliff, nigga. You wouldn't even made Spartan, you fucking lame. So kick your punk ass over there in Australia and shut the fuck up. Teofimo Lopez, you're a washed up bum. This is your last chance, nigga. I pray to God with everything in me. I'm gonna be rooting against you with so much vitriol tomorrow, nigga, for you to lose, because you are a fucking bum. It don't got nothing to do with your character, nigga. I never been sold on you. Everybody try to give you credit, nigga. He beat the man. Man, Tio was never the fucking man, nigga. He was a champion who lost his first defense. Why do niggas give these bums credit? Why do niggas give these bums credit, bro? The nigga ain't look spectacular. I don't give a fuck if he won or lost all his fights since he lost to Kambosos, nigga. He ain't look spectacular. He ain't look spectacular like the top 5 niggas. Anyway, Usyk, I want to keep on throwing Teofimo up in this high ass fucking echelon, nigga. What if he's really showed y'all? Barely eked out victories, nigga. Who besides Josh Taylor, who everybody thought was gonna cook his ass. Let's keep it 100, nigga. Ain't nobody believe that nigga, but that really was the most locked in he was. Other than Josh Taylor, what fight did he look dominant in? I'm being who like seriously? He was the one getting dominated in all those fights, bro. He was barely eking those motherfuckers out. Just like my nigga Slick said. Shout out to Slick 50, nigga. They was giving the motherfucker gifts. That's what he was getting. I already got a nigga up here trying to get in here, nigga. Bum ass nigga getting gifts, and all of a sudden everybody keep on feeding this bum ass nigga's ego like he deserve it. Like he's one of them guys, nigga, running around in a fucking luchador mask like he's Mexican. Now you want to embrace your Mexican heritage. You want to embrace your Mexican heritage now that you've been saying all this racist ass shit. This is a fucking joke to me, bro. Straight up, nigga. I'm praying for your downfall. I want nothing but the worst for you. I need that hate me, my nigga Heavy be doing. Because that's all that bitch ass nigga gonna get from Punch. Pure D hate. Fuck your characters, fuck your boxing skills, fuck everything you fucking stand for. I want to see you get put out of the sport. You fucking bum. That's how I feel about Teofimo Lopez. And you can look back on my fucking track record and watch my videos, nigga. I've always been calling him a delusional weirdo, nigga. I don't like these fucking weird ass motherfuckers giving themselves self-accolades and shit they don't fucking deserve. Talking about, I did this shit fucking 3 years before Terrence Crawford. Niggas are sitting there, ha. Nobody ain't saying, nigga, that's delusional as fuck. That's why a nigga like Punch can't be in the media, nigga, because I'll call out they bullshit. Straight up. Did I bring you up? What up, DJ? Did I bring him up? Yeah, he up here. What up, bro? You there, dog? Or maybe I didn't bring him up. I ain't see my shit change. I hope you ain't dipped. Oh no, something must be happening. Come back up, Deej. Let me see if some of my homies are saying in the chat, bro. I ain't really done with these niggas by a mile. I ain't done with these niggas by a mile. Casino Life Prez, what up, my nigga? I'm geeked y'all niggas. I think y'all came over, bro. Come over and fuck with Punch real quick, man. I got the link in, man. So if niggas want to come on up, bro. Because I ain't done with these bitch ass niggas by a mile because I'm not sold on a lot of these niggas. And Teofimo Lopez been overrated to me. And I'm sick of all the credit niggas give me. Listen, I'm gonna say this right now, nigga. This nigga up there talking about everybody's avoiding him, bro. Man, can you get fucking serious, please? Can you look at can we dial up Teofimo's last 5 opponents, my nigga? You had opportunity to fight the top echelon a long time ago, nigga. For real. Before, like, for real, like, for real. You ain't been in the ring in, what, 2 years? You up here like you the guy, nigga. You up here like, nigga, like you Usyk. See, Usyk could be up there acting like a motherfucking asshole and doing all the goofy shit that he be doing because he's an undisputed champion, motherfucker. The real deal. What you pretend to be. What you think you are. Like, you know what I mean? And that's why I don't nobody really like you, nigga. And that's why it pissed me off as niggas sit up there and just listen to the dumb shit you say and be like, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, you're right, nigga. You're not undisputed. Can somebody please tell him? See, because I'm not a nigga that'll look a fighter in his face and be like, bro, you're not undisputed, nigga. The franchise title don't mean shit, bro. Why do you keep running with this? Stop it, bro. You're that same nigga calling niggas monkeys. Then Crawford has you like a bullied ass 10-year-old nigga talking about, nigga, what you say? Apologize. You were sitting there nigga like, yeah, remember that? See that? You know, like, listen, bro. And I told you, I that made me laugh because it made Crawford look like a straight up fucking bully. But that's what happened when you put yourself in them situations, nigga. But in reality, nigga, like that showed me everything I need to know about you, bro. Because you was trying to stand on business, but once that nigga caught you, nigga, now you was on camera quick as hell apologizing, bro. You lame ass nigga, bro. You ain't what you about, nigga. And now all of a sudden, you embracing your Mexican. Now you a luchador? Bro, and listen, tell me if I'm wrong. One time have you ever seen Teofimo dressed like a Mexican? When have you ever seen Teofimo dressed like a Mexican? Like a luchador? When have you ever seen it? Just name one time. Have you ever seen Teofimo Lopez dressing like a luchador? The motherfucker is still taking shots, nigga. Subtly. Those are the worst type of motherfuckers, bro. Subtly taking shots, nigga. Still doing it. Want to smile and apologize and say, I ain't mean it like that, nigga. I was just trying to build up some controversy for the fight. You flat no motherfucker. That's cap. We know what you're doing. All right, the regular way ain't working, so I'm going to try to go the racial way and just blow up my whole motherfucking career and make a whole bunch of motherfuckers that hate me just because I want to fight the best fighter in the world. I don't think that's the way to do it. Calling a motherfucker a nigga like in a nonchalant way. And like, yeah, that's gonna make a nigga be like, fuck you, nigga. Because like, oh, you think that's gonna make me want to fight you more so you can get paid for it, nigga? Nah, nigga, fuck you, you lame, nigga. Now you're gonna really be hungry, nigga. We know the truth about you, Teofimo Lopez. Your woman left you for a nigga. So now you a luchador. You a luchador after that. You embraced your roots. After you lost your woman to a black man, then you started bracing your roots, huh? You fucking loser. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. I know a closet fucking racist when I see one. That's why I don't respect you, and that's why I want you to lose. I'm begging for you to lose. I'm dying. Look, but what we really want to see, we want to see We don't give a fuck about Teofimo Lopez. Real boxing fans, and it is before the whole rare gorilla monkey banana shit. All right, we're before that. Nigga, I ain't give a fuck about him. I always thought he was a joke. What we really want to see, we really want to see Devin and Ryan win so we can see the rematch. That's all we care about. That's the only reason anybody watching this. Nobody give a fuck about none of that other shit, but Devin and Ryan winning so we can see that rematch. So all the controversy can stop. You know what I mean? That's all. Did Ryan Garcia really wash him like that for real? Or was it Osterring? Is Devin Haney really the boxer we thought he was? Or do we really crumble under the pressure like that? I need to know these things. You know what I mean? Straight up. Straight up. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, DJ? Should be good, bro. Because I'm walking around back and forth from my fucking crib and I'm talking my shit. But at the same time, I really believe tomorrow 2 out of the 3 gonna lose. I don't know which 2. I don't know which 3, but I think 2 out of the 3 gonna lose. Now, all 3 of them, hell no, that probably ain't gonna happen. That's a really big if. That would be like the first time in history that we seen 3 niggas headline the card and all 3 of the headliners lost. That's rare. You know what I mean? I think one's gonna get knocked out though playing around. I don't know who it is. Possibly Teofimo Lopez, because the dude's a joke, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Like the crazy version that was going in against Josh Taylor was a more locked in version than this goofy ass motherfucker we got today. Talking about nigga, I've been 2-time undisputed before anybody. Well, funny as hell, the record books don't say that. Like, you know what I mean? And at the same, and like I told you, bro, I read body language a lot, and I really do 90% of the time. Not all the time. I'm not a fucking prophet, but 90% of the time, nigga, the body language tell you all. And like, nigga, when you coming up there all disrespectful, egotistical, and all that and shit, nigga, 90% of the time, unless you're like upper echelon tight, and I'm talking about top 5, pound for pound tight, like a nigga like Usyk is a great example who do a lot of goofy shit. You can do that. You can do that type of shit. You can talk shit. You can come out in goofy costumes, and you can be in niggas' faces and laugh at them and make them look like they bums. You ain't on my level, nigga, because you undisputed champion, nigga. You've been cooking all the top dogs. Got you, nigga. Can't talk no shit. But when you're a bum that is barely eking out your wins, barely, nigga, you ain't knocked out shit at 140. When you barely doing that, when you barely winning, nigga, and you out here running around talking about I'm 2-time undisputed, I'm the best. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this and that, and you out here egotistical, man, nigga, I can't wait for you to lose. Cause it's coming. And you already done lost to a bum you supposed to beat. You gave George Kambosos a name, bro. George Kambosos got a name off you, bro. Nobody know who the fuck he was till he beat you. He beat you, then the nigga got a name, bro. Straight up. Building, what up, my nigga?
What's up with it, bro? What's up?
Just sitting here laying into this bitch ass nigga.
Who
I really can't stand.
Oh,
I was holding in on your show, bro, but this nigga really is. I really just dying to see him lose, bro. Like I'm really dying to see him lose, man. I can't take him serious, man. I really can't. Like I you know, I've been saying this for a while. This ain't nothing new to you, Slick. You knew me for a while, but I can't take the nigga serious, bro. The fake accomplishments and then some niggas are like giving props to these. I don't think he deserved. All right, listen. Like when you say. Like, nigga, Kambosos beat the man. I don't think T.O. was the man. You know why? Because, nigga, you lost your first defense. Like, how are you the man? You ain't even defended it once and lost. Like, I don't think you're the man. I think the nigga that's the man that defended 3-4 times, then they lose. All right, you might lose then. All right, nigga, you beat the man. But, nigga, you beat a nigga who beat the nigga. Loma was the man. That was the man. That nigga was number 1 pound for pound at Fighter of the Year. That's the man.
Yeah, that's the man.
Come out and upset you, nigga.
But
okay,
he beat Loma,
Lomachenko. Big win.
Yeah,
but, nigga, then you lost right after that. Come on, bro. Like, nigga, how is he the man? Like, and then he's running around with this delusional bullshit, but all because ESPN fucking gave him a set. George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez was both undisputed. Why would they say that? Like, they just nigga, they gave him unsubstantiated clout. It was cap. We all know the truth. I just kind of ran on a long ass rant about it. Like, you know what I mean? But this nigga is still walking around, nigga, like. He Terrence Crawford, like basically, like he's like he Usyk, like he's the one of them niggas, like the number 1 nigga in the world, pound for pound. Like, and it's annoying, bro, and it makes that motherfucker. It make me really not like this motherfucker. I ain't gonna say hate because there's a few things I hate. I don't hate the motherfucker, but I do not like him, and I want to see him lose bad, yo, straight up.
Come in. Yeah, man. Nah, I hear all that, but He did beat the two dudes that was considered the men, and I'm not a Josh Taylor fan. I wasn't, but he did beat him, get the linealship or whatever. And you gotta give him that for his accolades, but personality as a person, yeah, trash, 100%.
I mean, all right, accolades wise, okay. You got lucky, and you got to fight the ring champion twice, ring magazine champion twice. But are you really the best? Is he? Was he the best at 135 when he beat Loma?
That don't make you
let's be honest though. Like that's what it's supposed to make you though, right? In reality, in theory, if you get ring magazine championship, nigga, you're pretty much the top dog in the division, right?
Yeah, he was until he wasn't.
But at the same time, you just are because you beat Lomachenko, but are you really the best? You're not. You're not. And I'm tired of the whole Gordo. Oh, Gordo. We ain't seen Gordo since 135, nigga. No, he don't exist no more, especially at 140. Nigga ain't knocking out shit and he ain't dominating nothing.
That's the thing.
Let's just be honest with it.
No, that's the thing. It's not about being honest. It's where he fell off. You know what I'm saying? Before that, like you said, Gordo was there. He was the shit. Like I said, I picked him to beat Loma because I knew he was gonna come straight forward at him. Like we was talking about, kind of. He was one of them fighters. Like he was gonna apply that pressure. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that Loma hadn't seen that type of pressure before. And that's why I felt like he was gonna win. And that's why I had him picked. But you're right, Gordo ain't been showing up. You know, I think he's the perfect example of a person feeding off his own hype. You know what I mean?
Which is crazy because the last nigga you fought was Steve Claggett. I think that was his name. 7 losses. And that nigga gave you a struggle, bro. Yeah. You ain't dominated nigga with 7 losses, but you out here in front of Arnold Barbosa with 31 wins and no losses. Just looks spectacular in his last fight. Talking all this shit and being disrespectful, bro. He's going to whoop your ass, and I'm gonna love every second of it.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, like I say, it ended up being a good loss for Loma. He ultimately lost.
And again, when have you ever seen Teofimo? I know you like the mask gimmick, but when have you ever seen Teofimo Lopez representing his Mexican heritage, bro?
No,
until he started this bullshit. I don't take that serious either, bro. Like I told you, I see through these niggas, man. These niggas is clowns.
I feel like he's trying to find a gimmick to get people to buy back into him because he knew he fucked up with the racist slurs and all that. But other than that, it just depends on him because if he lose tomorrow, it's like they're gonna write him off. They're gonna write him off, and it's sad, but they will.
It's really not sad because he put himself in this position. You can't feel bad for a motherfucker who put themselves in that position, bro.
I'm speaking from a standpoint of because I can't say that Tio don't got the skills. I just don't know what the fuck going through his mind or what happened. Like that's my whole thing. Where the fuck did he go wrong at? What?
I said it. You lost your wife to a black man and made him go off the rails, bro. Like let's get personal with it. That's what happened.
Hey, you think that was it, bro?
Yeah. That's what his whole character changed.
I never knew what though. I just know from that fight. I know that.
Like it's a rumor. It's not. It's like let me throw that out there. That's a rumor, but you did lose your wife, nigga. And it was a nigga who took her.
I knew it was something up because he had that Sando
Martin
you know
fight. I mean? And that's when all the weird shit started. Like that's when all the racist shit started. Then you got the Keyshawn and them whooping his dad's ass for some racist shit. So man, always been in the nigga, man.
Well, it was a little. It started a little bit before that. Kamari made
a lot of like, so it might have always been on that weird shit quietly. Who knows, man? But like the blatantly be trying to throw the nigga's face and then try like it's a joke, nigga. That's just weird to me. I don't like niggas like that. That's just weird.
I think like before that it kind of started, but I think he had to learn the hard way that in your bubble that might fly, but it don't fly everywhere else. Like in New York, you know they do that, but everywhere else they don't do that. And I think he didn't understand that or whatever. When him and his dad was talking about, we say that all the time. Yeah, in New York, you're not saying.
Oh yeah, the whole black and brown thing is super more accepted in New York than anywhere else.
It's different. And then I noticed I didn't even know he was supposed to be getting divorced, but that day I knew something was up. Doing that Sando Martin fight, he was like, "You my son," because he wanted to have his son.
Now I don't know, like you know what I mean. Like I ain't gonna say
that was weird.
That's the exact reason, but that's when all this weird shit really started. Like, and it's like, bro, that do make sense when that's like, because you know they got these little fucking fake Sherlock Holmes all over the internet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Always digging into people's personal lives and shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's one of the little things. They're saying like, yeah, she left him for a nigga, and that nigga went crazy, bro.
But I ain't gonna stand. I want him to fight a Keyshawn or somebody. You know what I'm saying?
But he's
Like,
not.
if somebody
Like, he
gonna,
love calling these niggas out, but he can't never seem to get the fight made with them. Then they try to act like it's their fault. Like, it's just annoying,
but
man.
that's why he on the top. If you notice,
They're
man,
all itching to fight you, bro.
but if you notice, he ain't been getting no real fights because of all this bullshit. And now Sousa Barboza,
Now 1-3. What up, bro? DJ, what up, dog?
He ain't been getting nothing like what we feel like he should be getting. You know, nothing that a fight that he should be getting. Let me say it like that. What's good, Deej?
You know, boys, I was just letting Slick land the plane. Holy shit, Punch! You covered about 12 topics in about 5 minutes of your life. So I'm gonna have to go backwards to go forward. While we're talking about Teofimo, in my opinion, he's got himself convinced of his own conspiracy theories, which always makes me think, where's his brain at when he's in the ring, right? Does he put extra pressure on himself to actually take it out of the judge's hands? And all of this for me started when he took the loss to Kambosos. It was all about race. It was about judges. It was about promoters. It was everything other than him just not being at his best or not the best fighter on the night, right? And that theme has just continued. So I'm looking at Teo, and I'm not a psychologist, but I'm looking at Teo and going, every single time you seem to be focused on everything else but how you're supposed to perform on the night. If I'm your coach, your manager, all I want you thinking about is your craft on the night, not what might happen with the cards, not what, brown paper bags might have changed hands before you got in the ring. Just stop that shit, because if that's not true, you end up defeating yourself. With Devin, personally, I don't care how it happens or when it happens, just hopefully sooner. I just want the last 12 months of conversation about Devin being anything but his craft. Now, I said to Slick there a day or two ago, I'm starting to watch Devin differently in that, here's an example. Devin's got a 180 centimeter reach, right? Ramirez has got 183 centimeter reach. And the way that Devin was able to dominate with his jab was because he had the reach advantage. He could stay on the outside and just pop people, right? So that they actually couldn't get inside on him. But I've noticed the ones that he struggles with have got equal or same or better reach than he has, which I think that nullifies part of his distance control. Where he used to feel comfortable on the outside having that reach and be able to throw his jab, now he's got people inside that personal space that he doesn't necessarily like, right? He can hit them, but they can hit him from the same range. So I'm just wondering how he deals with that tomorrow with Ramirez. But look, I'd like the conversation to go back to start talking about Devin's boxing skills rather than everything else. That's
what he needs to do, DJ. He needs to box smart and not feed into the bullshit, bro.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like, and I'm happy to be mistaken, I kind of feel like that this is just a prelim to bigger fights like this card, because whilst everyone's saying they're focused on this, that big Ring Magazine tournament that they were going to have, Boots, Haney, Teo, Ryan, I'm thinking that Turkey's hoping to build that to something bigger by watching everyone fight now. So that says to me, well, and I hope I'm wrong, but I'm not naive to the fact that the winners might have already been chosen unless there's a genuine KO upset.
Yeah.
Like, is that too much of a conspiracy theory or not?
While I have you here, DJ, I need to know. I have a question for specifically for you, DJ. So, after seeing the drunken master beat the shit out of dude last weekend, is he still Ben Whittaker?
No, look, to be fair, I might not be fully sold on him yet.
So, but he said he had an injured rib during that fight. After the performance we seen in a rematch, was he injured?
Look, I didn't really care whether he went out on his shield in that last fight. I just didn't want anything that resembled throw the towel in or quit. So no, I'm not going to keep
It was
calling him
complete
quitting.
domination. It was beautiful work.
Yeah, but look, maybe like a lot of athletes, maybe they just need that reality check to say, well, you can't go in first gear. You're not going to always get it easy. You got to be at the
Right.
top of your game every time at that level. So look, it was a good win. It was a dominant win. I'm not going to take that off him, but at least temporarily, it'll be Whitaker, not Quittaker. But
Right.
if
I never
he
seen a
does-
meme fall off so fast,
if
boy.
if he does it again though, it'll be Quittaker forever. Right?
I mean, like I
you
went
get
back
one
and watched
mistake.
it. I went
You get
back and
one
watched the
mistake,
first
not
fight,
two.
right? And I watched his body language in the first fight, and I watched his body language in the second fight, and something was clearly wrong. Like, and now we see that. Like, that's why I wasn't too quick to jump on that bandwagon and roast him, because I was like, something tell me he's gonna come back and destroy this dude, and he did it.
But that's
He
what you
came
want to
back.
see, though, from any boxer. You want to be able to see him, take a loss or a heavy fight and come back better, like they've learned something. There's
Like what
nothing
we were
worse than
expecting from Devin. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and cap, man. I know everybody's giving Ramirez his flowers, but I expect pure domination. Like, I know y'all see my ticker. Devin has to overperform tomorrow, bro. He has to. There was just too much leading up until his next fight, bro.
Yeah,
And we
it's
all
not.
just want
It's
to
not
see.
that he wins; it's how he wins.
Yeah, he has to look fucking fantastic.
it'll be enough for me if his chin gets tested and it doesn't mentally break him. Like, I don't really care how Devin
he's
wins,
gonna
right?
test his chin. I think dude's gonna try to get right in the inside immediately. We all seen it. Like,
See,
but
I'm
he
the
just don't have
opposite.
a jab to get behind. Like Garcia has a jab he can throw that left behind. Like,
I'm
Ramirez don't
the
have one.
opposite. I want to see him have some head movement, not keep his head.
Yeah, I
out
want
of
to see him box smart, use his IQ,
and not get fucking chin tested
and
use
counter.
his-
Well, I guess for me that's where the skeletons will be in the closet for me, Slick. Like, if he gets hit hard and he starts having flashbacks to the Ryan fight in his mind or in his confidence, that's the bit I don't want to see. That'll concern me if he goes into his shell and he starts moving, not running, but moving lots so that he can't get tagged. That'll tell me that if he has to actually get into a dogfight with anyone else in the future, that's just not going to be good for him. So the thing I'll be looking for tomorrow is that. How's he going to respond when he gets touched hard? Like, it's going to happen at some stage. And if there's no adverse reactions and he just goes about his business and those sorts of things, well, I don't think that there's anything mentally to be concerned about. But if I start to see real hesitation out of him once he gets tagged, then there is a little bit of a mental demon in there somewhere.
I agree. I wonder where Pale is, man. I would love to hear his opinion on Devin tomorrow, man. I know he's like thinking about. He got some shit.
I agree with that too, though. Like I said,
I agree with that.
If he get hit in the chin, man, he go ape shit, and then it's over. Like, I think he had.
But if he get hit and box smarter, we'll know he'll be okay. It didn't affect him.
But I just think that his road came to the end with all that shit. Like, we saw him try to prove to the world that he could fight with Linares, and his chin got tested. Then we saw him do stanky leg. You know what I'm saying? He tried to fight Jojo Diaz. Jojo was getting the best of him, in my opinion. Devin won the fight, but there was no reason for Jojo to be getting the inside like that because he wanted to show the world he could fight instead of box. And then he got to Ryan, and he wanted to fight that man. Now,
hold up, Loma was a tough
boxing.
one. Loma wasn't okay.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, he wanted to fight Loma. Like, get back to boxing. Get back to what we know.
Like the adversity he faced against Loma and how he boxed so smart. I want to see that tomorrow.
So, but it's another thing too, though. A lot of them guys on the way up, he was bigger than. He had the longer reach. He had the advantage. So that's what I'm saying. He got to add something to that arsenal, man. But I'm with you though. If he get hit, I want to see how he's definitely gonna react because one solid punch could change the whole fight. And the thing about him, it don't even gotta hurt him. It's just the fact that Ramirez got to him. You know what I mean? Got a good shot off. It ain't even gotta rattle him. It could just be a oh shit moment for him. Like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And hey, I gotta stay the fuck away from him. Didn't fuck around, be on the back foot all night, run around the ring. That's why I said that's the most out of all the fights tomorrow. That's the most important fight for me to see.
Yeah, I think that's the one everybody's eyes is gonna be on.
Yeah, I think everybody know Ryan, Rolly, everybody, T.O. and Barboza gonna be fun, but that's the fight everybody gonna have their eyes on because everybody want to see can Devin weather at least that storm because he's the one. Like I said, when it got announced, I said he must have got no friends over there with Turkey or because why they give him the hardest fight out of everybody, and he's the one that supposedly won.
Well,
You get
look,
what I'm saying?
maybe he asked for it. Who knows, right? But
Well, I know they've been watching Ramirez for a while. If you go to Ramirez fights, you'll see him in the audience.
yeah, well, Ramirez has been sort of there or thereabouts. He just hasn't had that real opportunity. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes under the bright lights and the big names, and
And also, I think Rolly and if I'm mistaken, Rolly and Ryan is actually fighting at 147, whereas Devin fighting at 143, and that shit is garbage, bro. So how is that helping you in any kind of way too? That you're not even gonna fight the weight. You know what I'm saying?
well, that assumes that Ramirez could actually make 147. Like maybe he said, "Let's go catch weight," because
he was the one. Ryan's. Remember you burned my attention that Ryan Garcia had said it, and I was like, "What?" And then he said it, but then you caught Ramirez saying it too. Like, hell yeah, I'm happy. I'm fighting at 147. And then Devin came out. I was like, "We ain't fighting at 147. We fighting at 143," which led me to believe that they implement that because if you go back after Ramirez's last fight. I mean, before, it was after his last fight. He was like, I didn't want to come back at this weight. He was like, I said I wanted to come back at 147, but they wanted me to fight at this weight.
Well, technically, because it's for a belt, I'm not sure. See, it really only affects Devin Haney at the moment. If he goes to 147 and the sanctioning body said we're going to strip you of your champion and recess at 140, right? Because it was a sanctioned division weight. I wonder how much that might have played into it. He said, well, shit, okay, let's make it a catch weight at 143 so I get to have both worlds. I get to potentially get a belt, a belt from Turkey and also keep my champion in recess at 140.
Am I the only one to think that belt's ugly as fuck?
Yeah, the Fatal Fury belt's a game.
I hate that belt.
It's a commemorative belt. But my thing is that Ramirez, I can't see Ramirez saying, I don't want to be at 147.
That shit look like, remember what Daniel Bryan did to the belt when he had it slick? That's what it looked like, bro. Like that wooden ass fucking belt, remember? Yeah. That's what that shit looked like. That shit's trash.
Remember those slick though that Devin's rehydration often allows him to be much bigger than his opponent. Right?
This dude ain't small, though.
So, no. But in his own mind, if he's still sort of sticking to that mindset, like I'll come in at 143, but I'll rehydrate to 153 or 155 or something like that, just mentally, he might feel more comfortable there. Or, the question for Devin is, if he goes to 147, is he going to have the power to compete?
Right.
Right. Hell no. Some dudes hit hard up there. We got Norman Jr. knocking niggas out with jabs.
But I don't understand why he didn't test the waters with this guy because the fight between him and Ryan is going to be 147.
I think that there's. I've got a feeling that there's some sort of confidence thing that someone in his camp feels like 143 is better than 147 for Devin.
Yeah.
Right. Now, whether that's just rehydration or power or just bouncing back after a really tough night with Ryan, whatever that might be. But I don't see how any belt can be handed over at a catch weight.
Right.
No, that ain't going to happen.
That ain't happening.
No. So it might be just avoid him keeping the only belt that he's actually got at the moment at 140 in case things don't work out and he needs to go back there. But shit, who knows? And Punch, for Christ's sake, leave our national icon, George Forosis, alone.
You're a fucking bum, bro.
Man, well,
trash. Worst Spartan ever. They would throw him off the cliff, bro.
Just be patient.
You know how they would examine the babies before they became Spartans. See, that nigga wouldn't have made Spartan.
Punch, look,
drop his ass.
You'll be able to go 10 toes down on him if you want after the fight.
Tim Tszyu is gonna go down as an Australian legend. George Kambosos is gonna go down as a one-hit fucking wonder. Like, what's a one-hit song in Australia? That's George Kambosos. Whatever it is, y'all number one hit. Like, but he was a one-hit wonder, but everybody's still singing that fucking song today. That's him. That's what his career is gonna be remembered for. Like, we don't give a fuck about him in America. Y'all don't give a fuck about him in
What if
Australia.
he-
We
what
just
if he
all
gets an
enjoy watching him
upset
get his
on
ass
Hitchens?
whooped. Let's just
What if
keep
he
it
get-
100, bro.
What if
He is not y'all
what if he
national
get a
treasure, yo.
what if he
They
get an upset
advertise y'all
with
national
Richard?
treasure.
I can't
He's
hear
the
you,
Hall
Slick.
of Famer. Like, he's
You
the
can
next
hear
one I'm
me?
gonna be
Can you hear
talking
me?
about for 20 years. It's gonna be
I
Jay
can,
Alcatraz.
but Punch is going.
All right. What if
Sorry, Slick.
Richard gets an upset? I mean, what if Kambosos get a upset on Richard?
Man, quit playing.
Well, hang
Playing.
on,
All you doing is
Punch.
fighting Devin
Man,
Haney all
that,
over again. How
that
that work?
belt has got spiders on it. Nobody's been able to defend that belt at 140.
No,
Right.
Matias defended it 3 times before he lost to Paro. And then it became like, it became a game of tag with that motherfucker. But like, I think Hitchens is gonna beat the fuck out of George bum ass Kambosos. George non-ferocious bumbosis is never gonna win again. He looked trash against this young nigga he just fought recently. That dude had him split open, whoop that ass, bro, for real. So like, yeah,
Such
I ain't
hate.
sold on him.
Such
All you're
hate,
doing is
Punch.
fighting Devin Haney again. All that is, we seen what happened to him twice. It was an ass whooping and then an even worse ass whooping. And all we're gonna see is another worse ass whooping than the 2 we already seen. Because he's a bum. And it should retire his punk ass.
Do you know that there's a couple of Aussies that you know are just going to make you eat huge crow if Kambosos can pull off that upset?
Ooh, if
Like,
he do it.
you're going to hear about it for 12 months
I'm
relentlessly.
gonna triple down on that shit because I have zero respect for that bum. But at the same time, he do have an upset in him because he already did it once. But I have no, hell no. From what I've seen in the last fight, man, you're right. It's about to get cooked. You could dream of making me eat crow. I know you believe, but I live in reality. And in reality, fighting Devin Haney again. He's about to get cooked, dude. I'm sorry.
Said he live in reality.
And the reality says that George Bumbosis is a fucking bum. That's why we attached that to his name, man.
Oh my god.
Journeyman to the core. Stand here.
I got to say, Slick, I think it's one of Punch's favorite topics, just so we can fucking
he's an easy mandatory, bro. Right. That's all George Bumbosis is. Journeyman to the core who got lucky one time, fought an overconfident T.O. I guarantee you this, DJ, that if him and T.O. was to have a rematch, Bumbosis wouldn't get past the 5th round. You got knocked out by fucking Loma. He don't knock out nobody. You got.
What do you mean he don't knock out nobody?
Like nobody.
Man, how many people did he make fucking quit?
Nobody. When Loma got up to 135, them knockouts said bye-bye.
Fucking harsh.
So yeah, you a bum. And he was begging for that Loma fight just to get knocked the fuck out in 5 rounds, man. Miss me with that bullshit, you fucking journeyman.
He got some stoppages at 135. Wasn't Richard Comey at 135?
Richard Comey was at 135, but everybody was like embarrassing Comey. That's the nigga that gave T.O. his championship, and then he got the title shot against Loma. Everybody was using Comey as a piggyback. He was another overrated bum.
Didn't Loma stop Linares?
Yeah, he did.
And Linares dropped Loma.
Linares put him down.
Loma got up and won that motherfucker.
But yeah, I got much love for Australia. I just all disrespect for George Kambosos, man. That's what I mean.
Damn.
Exception to every rule, do you reckon, Punch?
I can't stand him. His name just pissed me off.
Well, man. While you're laying into Australians, I know you had something, you didn't get a chance to speak your mind. What's your thoughts on this Tim Tszyu Fondora rematch?
All right, so I believe it's too soon for Timmy, to be honest, but he looked better in the first fight. He kept that guard up, but the problem that he faced against Bachram is not going to be the problem that he faces against Fondora. 2 totally different styles, 2 totally different fighters. And the performance I just seen from Fondora, all the mistakes that he would normally make, he didn't make. So
yeah, but he was fighting a ranked 54.
He was. I'm saying competition put to the side. If we get that Fondora against Tim Tszyu, against the Tim Tszyu we've seen recently,
so
it should be a good fight. But at the same time, I see Fondora pulling it out. I don't see Tim Tszyu getting past him.
Let me be consistent. And this is what I was talking to Nine about. When I blow up that people skip the rankings, like an Errol Spence or, and people get a title shot. My only comment was that I don't really care who Tim's next opponent is. That's not for me to decide, right? That's for Al and No Limit to decide who Tim gets next, right? But I still, in that division especially, I still would have liked Tim to take some B-plus fighters on the way up to get somewhere near the top 3 or a mandatory before he got another title shot. That's all. Just so I'm consistent. I like to see fighters work their way from the bottom of the rankings to the top of the rankings.
You gotta think about it, Deej. There's a couple of things that I think about. I don't know if the average person think about. I'm pretty sure you probably thought about this, Slick. But remember, Fundora came on this fight short notice. Okay, he wasn't a fully trained Fundora. He wasn't, and the fully trained Fundora looked destructive and dangerous.
Hang on. Yes, he was.
It was short notice. Remember, it was supposed to fight Thurman, and Thurman got hurt 2 weeks before the fight.
No. Let me stop you right there.
How much training time? Slick, how much training? Slick probably knows this. How much training time did Fundora get for the fight?
No, he had a camp.
Fundora.
Did he have a full camp?
No, Fundora was on the. Fundora was
let me
on
look
the card.
this up.
Punch.
I'm looking this up
for a second.
All right, he got a 5-week camp. Is that a full camp?
Punch.
Yeah.
Punch. Fundora got a full camp because he was actually on the card legitimately to fight Boachuk.
Well, yeah,
on that undercut.
But
so he had a full camp.
It changes. The whole game plan changes. That ain't easy.
Yeah, but that's a less of a change for Fundora at 6'12" than it was for Tim.
But look, I still believe. I said this before. Like I believe if Tim Tszyu don't get cut, he probably wins that fight. Like I believe that. You heard me say that before. Like you know what I mean. But again, Fundora was ducking down low and doing all that dumb shit that he always did. He didn't do that last time. Like, I don't know if being champion smartened him up. I don't know if him and his trainer really worked on these things. But the same thing with Tim Tszyu. Kept his right hand up before he did the left hand. Boxed smart. Went to the body.
We'll see.
Like, so they both looked good in their last fights. You know what I mean? So I anticipate a great match. I don't think he's going to get blitzed like the way how Bachram did it. You know what I mean, to him. But, again, like...
Well, it's probably safe.
We'll see. But I think it's too soon. I think
Yeah,
I think he needed to get fed a couple more bums and then let him go for a championship. But I mean, Timmy want to be champion again. So I ain't gonna blame him if he can do it.
Strategically, Punch, it's better for Fundora to get Tim now than let Tim have another 4 fights and get his confidence up, or to perfect whatever new craft or new skills he's trying to.
I mean, me personally, I would want the best version of him. Like, you know what I mean? I would want to make sure all the mental shit is cleared and he's ready personally. But like I get how he would want to get him now. I mean, it makes sense. And that's probably even Fundora's doing. That's probably the promoter because they probably thinking what you're thinking. Like, yeah, let's get him now before he get his confidence back and seasoned up. So that's true. You know what I mean? But me personally, I'd have been like, take another fight, bro. You know what I mean? I'll be waiting. Like me, because I want the best version of you. I don't want to hear no excuses. But he ain't made no excuses for the first fight. So that's what I like about Tim Tszyu.
Yeah, no, he won't make excuses. And look,
yeah, that's what I like about him. Let's make excuses. He kept it 100.
Let's talk about me. Look, if Fundora beats him fair and square a second time, all of those question marks from the first fight go away. Yeah, sure, the blood was not helpful, but man, if he gets beat twice, nobody can have the question and come up with the excuses unless they're just fucking one-sided fucking Tim Tszyu fanboys.
Like, look, I like Tim Tszyu. I think he's a great fighter. I just was clashing with you and Mark because y'all said he could whoop Bud's ass, which I thought was a goddamn pipe dream. But in reality, I think he's a great fighter. He has the same fucking name as me. I cheer for all Tims, every Tim on the planet.
Well,
like you know what I mean. But like, but at the same time, though, like bro, when you compare to Crawford, and I gotta talk my shit, you know that, bro.
Let me say it like this, Punch. At least Tim Tszyu's not scared to fight Fundora like Crawford was. Crawford took step-aside money.
Man, Fundora and them, I gotta constantly do that. Hey, Slick, the Fundora get the opportunity to fight Terrence Crawford and turn it down. Said they needed more time after the injury.
No, what it was, actually, for real, they talked to him, because he was supposed to fight. They wanted to fight Earl. So they talked to Terrence, and Terrence said, okay, pay me, and I'll step aside. And they paid him to step aside.
The only man in boxing history.
You don't remember much? I was mad because I was like...
How is that Crawford's fault?
No, it's not. But remember, I was mad. I said, why would Terrence do that? Nigga ain't gonna do nothing but ice him out. I was
Well,
like, why would he do
Because
that?
he was working on the Canelo shit.
That's what
We
it
all
was. He always was
we
working
all
on that.
assumed.
Yeah.
man, Crawford could have enforced his mandatory, and they would have stripped
All right,
Fundora if he
fight
didn't fight him.
Fundora, cook him. You know what I mean? Stall his young career. Have everybody making more excuses for Fundora, or fight Canelo Alvarez for $100 million and possibly become the greatest fighter who ever lived.
He could have done both.
That's not a hard choice, DJ.
He could have done both on that time frame.
At 37 years old, that's
I want to know
hard to
why.
do both.
I want to know why Fundora didn't go make easy work out of Xander Zayas and then go fight.
I want to know how Fundora ducked Xander Zayas. That's
I
what I
don't think he
know.
ducked him. I don't think he ducked him, but that was
Xander
easy
Zayas
work.
is sitting there waiting. Buzz about to vacate. Nigga, come up and get something. You
I
could have
think
fought
that's
Xander.
easy
You ain't
work,
wanted. You chose
and he
Tim
coulda
Tszyu
kept
over
both his
Xander
belts.
Zayas. So that
And who
means you
just
think
used
Tim Tszyu
who just
is an
used
easier
the word
opponent.
duck? Who
Oh,
just used the word
Timmy did.
duck?
Fundora.
Timmy did.
I did.
Punch.
Yeah.
Explain
Like, why
this
are
to
you
me.
scared to go fight?
Explain this to
Are
me.
you scared of the WBO title? Are you scared of defending the
Yeah,
WBO
let-
title, or are you scared of Xander Zayas or Crawford, nigga? I want to fight
Scared of
Errol, knowing
Xander
Errol.
Zayas.
I want to
Let me-
fight Errol, knowing
let me
Errol's
tell you
not
something.
in no shape to fight nobody, because I don't want to fight Crawford.
Let me
Then
tell you something,
the
Punch.
dumbass. What else
Right?
did the dumbass promoter say? DJ Crawford ain't fighting nobody. It's funny to go to that convenient ass excuse when you scared to fight a nigga. That's what that AKA for. Anytime I hear a nigga say this, he ain't fight nobody.
How the fuck is Fundora all of a sudden ducking Xander? I didn't
said he
hear the
ducked
same.
Bud. That
No,
promoter ain't look. Their promoter do a lot of shit talking. What's his name? Slick over there for Fundora and them. What's that dude's name?
Oh, it was the same.
But he do a lot of shit
I can't
talking.
remember his name.
And he switched up his tune real quick when Crawford was on the table, nigga. That's all I was saying.
Samson, Lukewich.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, Lukowicz. Nigga, when Crawford came on the table, did that tune change, Slick? That tune changed real fast. Went from now he don't fight nobody to we're trying to negotiate with Crawford.
Man, let me tell you something about Samson. If he went into any lineup, right, to be identified for a crime, whether he did it or not, they're going to finger him just by the way he looks. He looks shifty, right?
Right.
So,
what up, round one? Welcome to the
Vine.
show, brother.
What up, guys? What up?
Round one.
Up here talking our regular shit, you know.
You ain't never lied, bro.
You can cut loose on my show,
he
bro.
Lied,
you know
he lied
I
on.
don't give
He
a fuck
lied on
if you
my
curse,
show.
you talk shit, you lay into a nigga, man. It's all fair game over here, my guy.
Lukowicz lied on
ooh,
our
a
show.
face to the name.
Like he wasn't shit. Lukowicz is not gonna tell nobody the truth. He's not.
You talk about Shamson?
Well,
shout out to you too, Vaughn, man. Appreciate it, dog.
I reckon that Samson was one of the reasons that he fucked up Benavidez there for a little while. Benavidez was talking oranges and Samson was talking bananas. They were never on the same page.
Never, bro. Samson about that money, bro. He won't go to the money fights. I don't think he care about.
Yeah, he remind me of that one British guy. He got the same type of attitude. I can't stand motherfuckers like that. Not the older ones, the young motherfucker that was sitting next to dude at the fight we just watched. You know what I'm talking about?
Ben Shalom.
Yeah, I don't like that motherfucker at all. His body language, everything is just
Yeah.
He's somebody that I seen in real life. I'd be like, fuck you, bro. Like,
explain to me.
Yeah, you know them type of motherfuckers that just give you that just motherfucker. I don't like you.
I don't like you.
Like, yeah, he's one of them type of people. Like, I can't.
You ain't gotta say that. I already know I don't like you.
Yeah, I don't like you. Like, yeah, that's one of them type motherfuckers. Like, I'm not even gonna approach you. I don't like you, motherfucker. God damn. Like, you know what I mean?
I think our boy Sam Goodman has completely missed the Inoue train, which is
it's over.
He
got the Russian guy after this fight, bro.
Yeah, in September in Japan or something like that.
That's the one that's been calling him out like crazy too. So yeah.
Well, look, I don't think that Sam did the smartest thing getting hurt twice. Like first time, you should have learned the lesson. Adjust your sparring and your training so you don't get cut again, dumbass. But like I understand they got a spar, but surely they got headgear that can actually cover an eye where a cut or something is. My God. But Sam fights a Mexican in a couple of weeks. I think it might be even over there. It's not in Australia, but should he win that, he's going to be undefeated, and he didn't get a shot at Inoue for legacy. Whether he wins that fight or not, irrelevant. He just undefeated, beats everyone, and never got a shot at any of the belts. How fucked is that?
That's just bad fucking luck, man. When you're in a division with an undisputed champion who keeps defending as much as anyway defend, you just gotta get your place in line, man. Like it's whack that he got hurt, but until he got to look fantastic in his next fight. Anyway,
twice though, Punch. Like you got your opportunity for the biggest fight and payday of probably your whole career. You got cut. Okay, these things happen. But then for Inoue to say, well, okay, that shit can happen. Let's move the date, and I'll still give you a shot. And then Sam goes back into sparring and gets cut again. Like fuck, that's like pissing on
that's
bad fucking luck, bro.
Nah, that's like pissing on an electric fence twice. The first time you fucking should have learnt your lesson. Don't piss on it again.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. So like, this is bad fucking luck, bro. I don't know what else to say. Like, when you get cut twice, like both times, bro. Like right before the fight too, it's crazy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like one of them unlucky ass situations where you might just have to wait till anyway vacates and move up, but he don't look like he's in a hurry to do. or hope you that third fight, because what he's trying to fight deal.
I want to know what's up for next for anyway, because goddamn me, you know, the guy that he find that TJ, whatever his name is, you know, that guy actually lost to the guy that he just beat.
TJ Dowie. Yeah, that's Sam Goodman's leftovers too. But I can tell you who's Inoue's going to fight after this one.
Who?
Hang on, just let me get it up.
I think it's supposed to be that Russian dude that been calling him out like crazy.
That's the guy. That's what I'm trying to talk about. His name.
I can't say that motherfucker's name, but
he lost. They got a nickname for him, but he lost. That's Eddie Hearn fighter.
Yeah, but I've been following their little shit on Twitter. They've been going back and forth for a few months now.
Yeah,
but I guess he finally got Inoue's attention.
I was on Inoue's side. Like, why would I fight you, and you just lost to the guy I just beat?
Bro, he kept on. He was talking cold cash shit.
That shit didn't make no sense to me.
Anyway, kept responding. I guess he's finally like, fucking, I'm tired of this dude, man. Make the fight.
Because Eddie kept on talking about he needs to fight him. I'm like, dude, he just beat the dude who beat him.
Akhmadaliev.
Slick? Yeah, Akhmadaliev, yeah.
Akhmadaliev
lost to the other dude.
September 14.
Yeah, he gonna whoop his ass too, bro. But he's been talking cold cash shit.
But I'm saying he's a good fighter. I like his fights, but my thing is like the way Eddie was trying to apply pressure anyway, like anyway was doing something wrong. Why would I fight him? He just lost to the dude that I'm finna currently beat at that time.
Well, what you always say to me, Slick, styles make fights, right? Maybe it was just a style, bad style.
No, I was just talking about Eddie when Eddie was trying to apply that pressure. Like anyway was dodging something. That's not dodging nothing. Like, but I'm glad he gonna get his shot now. Eddie gonna fuck around and lose another fight.
Yeah, he's been on a hell of a losing streak, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Is Vaughn heavy bag?
How did I know?
No, Vaughn's one of my old followers. Cool dude.
Right.
Came over from the tavern. Y'all remember Mad Chad, don't y'all?
Mad Chad, yeah.
Yeah, that's from here. A couple people came. That's where Boxing Kangaroo came from too.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Real talk. Y'all do that.
But Slick, definitely be doing a Slick Punch tomorrow, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I ain't want to go zero. I just had to get my
I thought this shit was going to start like 6, 7 o'clock. This should start like at 4 o'clock for me.
Like 4. Yeah.
And I got to try to get my ass here.
What, in the morning?
No.
Afternoon here.
Afternoon here.
Right.
So that's like probably middle of the night for y'all.
No. The card starts at 7:30 in the morning for me tomorrow.
Oh, that's not too crazy.
Nah, it's better than 2 a.m. in the morning. But
not like Inoue fights. It's Inoue fights before in the morning for us. This one won't be though. Only when he fight in Japan. Is he fighting in Japan?
Who?
Inoue.
No, he's fighting in the U.S.
That's gonna be here, and that's Sunday.
Oh shit! Word. I ain't gonna have to wake up. I ain't gonna have to. Cause I always watch his fights on replay. I never be up at 4 in the morning. Fuck you.
It's Sunday. This
See,
Sunday.
DJ, you the
Yeah.
man. I would
Yeah,
always
the
watch
last time
that
I
shit
did that,
replay.
I'll always be waking up for his fights and shit. So I'll
I'll
be
do
doing
it.
that all the time.
Oh,
Fuck that.
I won't do it for no
I
limit no
always
more.
watch the
But I'll
replay
do
of
it.
his fights. Always. Too early in the morning
Damn.
for me. Sometimes
So-
I'll be up. I think I might have caught one
Sunday got
live
me
one
burnt.
time. I caught the Neri
Slick.
fight. Yeah, I caught the Neri fight.
Slick, I was listening to you in Casino about your opinions on Tank and bits and pieces.
Mhm.
And without having the same conversation for the 10th time about Tank's legacy, I actually don't feel like personally I've got different rules for Tank than I've got for any other fighter in any other division. If they're not going to clean up their division and all the names, I feel the same about them as I do about Tank. Would
Right.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
so I'll just, because there's always so much controversy around Tank or so many different opinions, I got thinking about it just in private, and I thought, well, DJ, have you got different rules for Tank? And I just started to realise, well, no, I don't. I mean, I could say the same thing about Wilder. Dominated in his own little PBC circle, but never went across the street to try and clean up the
Exactly.
division.
Exactly.
Nope.
Exactly. The only everybody keep gravitating. Only thing that he got that he held the belt for 10 title defenses. That's what everybody's holding on to, but he never really went across the pond to fight them big guys, the Pearsons, and they all wanted to smoke. You know what I mean? They all wanted to smoke, and it just never materialized. Like that Zhang fight, I've been calling for that Zhang fight for years. Years.
Is that when Wilder ended up turning his back and Zhang just flattened him?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
He's-
I was
he's
so
Man.
disappointed,
Don't
man.
ever play with matches. That's what he looked like. He was
Swear,
telling the
disappointing, bro.
crowd. Oh, yep.
But I got a question for all of y'all up here on the panel. All right. I'm pretty sure you probably got asked it before, but I don't remember. All right. So, listen, see what my title is. One of these dudes, listen, it's very rare that all three of the, you know what I mean, the marquee fighters lose on the same card. Very rare. But we've seen it more than a few times that one of these motherfuckers lose or put on a stinker. All right. Maybe might barely pull it out type shit. You know what I'm talking about. Or everybody think he lost and the judges still gave it to him and he get booed out the fucking stadium. Who do y'all think gonna lose tomorrow? Or do y'all think two gonna lose tomorrow? Do y'all think everybody gonna lose tomorrow? Or y'all think all three gonna win?
I think all three gonna win. The one that's questionable for me is Devin.
see, I'm less concerned. Well, I won't say I'm concerned. I'm not focused on Devin. The only interest I've got in Devin tomorrow, win, lose or draw, is how he looks after his last fight. Because I just want to be able to get some measure about where his head's at. But if I wanted or thought that someone was going to lose tomorrow, see ya. I'm sick of that dude. Like, fuck.
Praying for his fucking downfall.
I would be happy if I didn't have to listen, see, or another clip of him again. He just rubs me the wrong way.
That would be my highlight of 2025.
Round one, who you got?
I think I got all three winning.
More than likely. That's the most likely scenario. I don't think the judges will fuck up the money. Because these shits, man, these judges, these scorecards be crazy. I think see, everybody think Ramirez is the most dangerous of the three opponents. I think Barbosa is. Like, this is his first real deal opportunity to really make a name for himself, because if he beats Teofimo Lopez, he's going to shoot into the stratosphere. Now, because the conversation is going to get serious about him. Because Wayne, like 31 wins, and how many can you name? Can anybody name five? 5 opponents from Barbosa? Anybody? Hell no. And that's what I mean when I say a trumped up record. See, that's why I don't take them niggas serious. And I still feel that same way about Jaron Ennis. I'm still not sold even after the standing on this win. Because I wasn't sold on him. So until you beat a marquee fighter, which everybody seems to fucking consider Teofimo Lopez, I don't. I think he's an overrated bum. But that's just my personal opinion. But if he beats Teofimo Lopez, that'll make me take him serious. That'll probably make all of us take him seriously. You know what I mean? So I think he got the best chance, you know what I mean, of beating him, just because of the opportunity that he finally been dying for forever. Because he's been saying everybody been ducking him, and now he finally getting a chance at one of the marquee names. So it makes sense for me. Devin Haney.
Barbosa said
Barbosa
ducking him. What?
Like Barbosa been saying everybody ducking me. He been talking shit. I see just Arnold Barbosa. Listen, you know me. I like to follow the juicy shit on in the boxing Twitter world, and Barbosa is one of the main niggas that be talking shit. You know
Saying
what I
that they be
mean?
ducking him.
Like, so he's like, so
who?
that's what he be saying. I ain't saying that we agree with it. I don't care. Like they all say that. We know that.
Who the hell duck?
Like, you know what I mean? But honestly, how many marquee opponents that Barbosa got? So this is probably the biggest opportunity of his life. And those type of when you get those type of niggas who's supposed to be the goods, when they finally get this big shot, some niggas show up sometimes. Now 70% of the time they don't. You know what I mean? They end up being what we thought they was with trumped up records like Jaime Mugia. Like, you know what I mean? But sometimes they end up being the real deal. That's all I'm saying. Ramirez, like, you fighting a nigga who got a whole lot to prove. And he's a great fighter. Former undisputed
Isn't he
champion.
like 32 years old?
Like, so it's like that's gonna be a problem. You know what I mean? Unless Devin come in there overzealous and get caught with a hard punch. I don't really see him losing. And you know how I feel about Rolly Ramirez.
Ramirez got that experience. See, that's why
he do have that experience, but the gas tank
has
thing.
that experience.
Everybody we know that they got great experience, great IQ, good boxers. But when they got faulty gas tanks, every tight boxer like Devin Haney just drag them in the deep waters and whoop their ass.
Well, that's what he need to do. We don't know if he's gonna be
smart. Like that's what we're looking to see, but that's probably what we're gonna get more than likely. Slick, ain't like nigga gonna stand there and slug it out with him like he did against Garcia again.
Exactly. I want to see if
you know what I mean.
Ego gets checked.
Like that's what we're expecting from him. Like you know what I mean. So we shall see. And I think Ryan's gonna trash Rolly 5 rounds, eight at his match.
Yeah, I think.
I don't respect Rolly Romero's skill, nigga. And I told you, man, like. Isaac Pitbull Cruz beat the soul out Rolly. He ain't been the same since. That nigga up there quiet, humble as hell. Nigga talking about, I don't care if I win or lose. I'll still let them fight with a squeaky ass, lame ass voice. Nigga, that nigga's gonna get cooked. Hopefully we never see him again.
Did you see he let the cat out the bag on accident, bro? Ryan was looking at him like you weren't supposed to say that on that face.
Yeah, like I told you, man, like, bro, he showed up at his last press conference before this fight in a bathrobe, talking about I just woke up from a nap. Nigga, get him out of boxing.
No, I'm talking about what he said about the
I know he always say dumb shit, but the nigga's not focused on boxing. I can't stand him. He's another nigga I want out of here. So like I hope both of them lose, Rolly and Tio. And I know Rolly's gonna lose for sure, but Tio's not gonna lose probably.
No, I'm talking about what Rolly said to Ryan.
But you never know, man, because Tio been trashing his last 3 fights, man. So he might come out fucking around with Barbosa and get dropped, just like he did with Kambosos. So we gonna see.
Now I was saying that Rolly had let the cat out the bag.
Oh yeah, when he said that about still letting them fight, man.
Yeah, he was like, not
hey,
still
Slick,
letting them
come
fight.
on, bro. We all know ain't nothing stopping
signed.
that. That's too much of a money maker.
No, he told Ryan to the face. He said, "Man, if I lose, or even if you lose, let's not sit here and pretend like that fight not already signed. So if you lose, you still fighting Devin."
Well, then they already said they signed a 3-fight deal, both of them.
You know what I'm saying? So
we already knew that.
That's why they was part of that. That's why he keeps saying it. He was trying to play it off, like he didn't know how to play it off. You know. When they was asking like, I think bro, deserve it. I'm gonna keep it 100 with playing it off, but he already know like ain't no rematch. If I win,
this was some normal ass shit. Like I really, if Tio didn't say that dumbass, I wouldn't be so. I never liked him, but I wouldn't be this adamant on saying him lose. Now I'm just going to. I'm just here to. I'm like Mexicans against Mayweather. I just want to see you lose, nigga. Win, lose, or draw. I'm fucking just cheering against you. Like I'm like, you know what I mean, like a WWE fan with that motherfucker. Like now, like you know what I mean. Devin Haney and shit though, like I really respect his skills, man. I want to see the nigga bounce back. I think he's good for boxing. Just stop the whining and shit. Other than that, like I had a problem with him.
It wouldn't be the first time that Turkey's got ahead of himself and started to plan out winners and tournaments well before it's actually happened, and he's had to swap people out.
Like, listen, dude, this is successful. Can you imagine the next Riyadh season card? It's gonna be crazy. We thought the last crescendo was nuts. Watch this. Probably gonna be insane. We're probably gonna get Boots, Shakur, everybody all on the same card. It's gonna be crazy.
Hey, did you watch the WBC tourney?
Yeah, hell yeah. We watched every round.
Yeah, we watched every I didn't get to do the heavyweights. I watched.
Yeah, I didn't get that one either, but I started watching them back. And
I watched it back. Yeah, I ain't like.
I've still got old mate.
Watch them live, but I watched it back.
Hey guys,
still got old mate that you know me to look at, Slick.
What'd you say?
I'll try and do that. I might do that this afternoon so I can get back to you tomorrow before the fight starts. That bloke that you want me to look up from the. I'll do that this afternoon so I can report back to you tomorrow. Speaking about tomorrow, is there only 3 fights on the card?
No, it's
or is
5.
there prelims and
I don't know
undercard?
if it's prelims.
I don't
bro,
think there's
'cause
no prelims, but there's
I don't
definitely an
know.
undercard.
But I know it's undercard. You got the New York PD versus the fire department. That's the first fight.
That's
And
hilarious.
then the second one is Sensaki, which is a new kid from Japan that they
Oh yeah, that
signed.
Japanese dude I've been hearing a
Pro
lot about.
debut versus Lance. What was
Keep
his
hearing
last
his
name from
name, Slick. What's
Chicago?
he about? You ever seen him fight?
I
Like,
never.
keep
That's
hearing
why I
his
said
name.
earlier. I've never seen them fight, but I know what they're doing. They trying to promote
Yeah.
the Japanese kids over here, and then that should be an interesting fight. And then after that, that's when the main.
I
card
can't
starts.
call him
So
Ippo.
those
I
are
already
two
called
other
anyway
fights I
Ippo.
know.
I know what I'm gonna call this Japanese motherfuckers. I gotta see if he's tight first.
Man, dude, my daughter's look. We watching it right, and they announced his name, and here go my baby talking about some Umizoomi. I said, what? No, stop playing. She said his name Umizoomi.
Naruto
I said,
fan.
no, it's Azumi, bro. Like, and like, if you got little kids, you know who Umizoomi is, the damn kid cartoon. His name
Slick, is this
Umizoomi.
the same daughter that said, "Nah, we're not watching this shit. We need to see people get knocked out and bleed"?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when she's watching
Yep.
wrestling.
Yeah, it's just like, this ain't real, man. We gotta put some real stuff on.
My little girl like the chicks, but she don't like the dudes.
That's
Hey,
just
can I
hilarious.
get some clarity from
Huh?
one or all of you?
Mhm.
Because
Go ahead.
for some reason I didn't really look into it. I just want to get some clarity going forward. What actually happened with Eddie and Shakur making the Zapita fight? Is that now a Golden Boy card? Like,
No, that's a ring card.
That's a ring card.
right.
It's a ring
So-
card. He's still
Yeah,
with
that's
Eddie.
that
He's
match
still with
room.
Eddie.
So Shakur still owes Eddie 2 fights,
No.
essentially.
No, this
No?
fight. This
No,
fight.
that
He
count.
already did. He already this the other fight counted and this fight count. He's still with
They
Eddie.
did two already. Yeah.
Yeah. And because Eddie came out, was like, I don't know what y'all talking about. And Shakur made it clear, like, he's still Eddie, and this fight gonna count, and that's my 2 fights. Because Eddie came out and said, after this fight, hopefully he still want us to guide his career. And he said, we just have to wait till after this fight.
Okay, so that clears it up because there's a whole heap of misinformation going on at the time saying, Shakur left fucking Eddie and Eddie's
He left
going,
Eddie.
no. And I'm thinking, why would Eddie let him do that anyway?
You
If
can't opt out of
Well,
in the history of boxing where you can opt out of a contract.
Well, Eddie's kind of done it before. Like Eddie let Devin Haney go across the street and actually take some fights while he was getting undisputed, and then allowed him to come back.
Right,
It's not
but that wasn't
unusual
that
for
wasn't
Eddie.
the headline though. The headline was he left Eddie.
Eventually,
you
he
could
did.
still be signed. You could still be signed to a promoter, and you're gonna pay me for letting you go across the street. I'm not just gonna let you walk out this contract when I invested all this money in you. You get what I'm saying? I've never seen a fighter just walk out of a fucking contract like, I don't want to be with you no more. The headline was he went to Lou DiBella. He left Eddie and went to Lou DiBella. And that's why I was like, no, I don't know. Maybe he talked to Lou DiBella to try to get the money facilitated or something, but I didn't know. I can't see Eddie letting away. He'll let you
Well,
go, like you say, cross the pond. He'll let
It
you
didn't
cross.
make sense to me for a couple of reasons, Slick. I thought, well, why would Eddie do that? Because he might not get the same product back that left. Like
Right.
if Shakur busts his hand again or actually gets beat, Eddie can't sell him the same way that he can before he hasn't got an L and doesn't bust his hand again. So, all right, well, that clears it up. Thank you.
The only thing they didn't know if it was going to be on the turkey card, and it ended up being on turkey card.
Quick too.
That was the only thing.
Oh yeah, and I was wrong. Slick Thunderbolts definitely came out today.
Oh, okay. But no,
go check it out, bro, so we can talk about it.
No, I'm gonna check it out. People were kind of like upset because, well, people started insinuating because Shakur put that tweet out saying, okay, Eddie, remember he was talking about Turkey played him and all that stuff, and then he went straight to De La Hoya, said, let's talk. So he didn't mention Eddie and none of that. The next thing you know, the fight's done and people just start speculating. But because the fight's in New York, so the king of New York, the king of New York when it comes to promoting is Lou DiBella. Lou DiBella's thrown over 130 fights in New York, more than anybody. So people just insinuate, oh, he on there, so he had to fuck with Lou DiBella. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. But I'm gonna be honest, I think he signs back to Eddie. Where is he gonna go?
Back to Eddie.
Where's he gonna go? I think Eddie doing a great job.
I don't
mean,
think he's
I'm
gonna
not-
go
I'm
to
not-
BBC.
I'm
If
not
he go to
in his
BBC,
business
he'll
or
get
nothing,
that tank fight quick as fuck though.
See,
Yeah.
I'm of the opinion that Zepeda's career doesn't really change too much if he takes an L against Shakur, because it's kind of, most people expect that to happen. But if there's an upset there, I reckon that severely changes Shakur's course in his career.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it do. If he beats Shakur, fucking right. See, the thing is, one thing Golden Boy is known for is this. Golden Boy is known for feeding their fighters, right? And they get beat. And that's just a fact, bro. It's every so often. De La Hoya always props a Mexican boxer up like, what was that boy name? Punch Rocha. Rocha was supposed to be the shit. He beat Blair the Fleur, and then he was supposed to be top tier. Then he started getting his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? After that, he didn't have nobody. Along comes Munguia. Munguia loses. Guess what happens? He gets signed by Top Rank. And then now you got Zepeda. Now he's propping Zepeda up. He has a long track record. When they talk about Eddie losing fights, shit, I think De La Hoya got him beat, bro.
Way worse.
Way
worse.
I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Go back to Mayweather era. Mayweather made his career beating the fuck up.
He got Ryan
Golden Boy
Garcia
fighters.
and Gilberto Ramirez. Nobody else.
That's right. That's about it.
See, I reckon.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
but Bam and Virgil are still with Golden Boy, aren't they?
Who?
Oh,
Well,
I
yeah,
think
that's right.
Virgil
That's right.
still
He
is,
do
yeah,
got
that's
Virgil.
right.
And all right,
Yeah.
let's give him one. All right,
He
I'll
got
give
Virgil.
I'll
He
give
got
Kid
Virgil.
Austin the benefit of the doubt. He might be something.
That's if they push
But that's
him.
a might we don't know yet. He was ready. He let the boy was about to fight Shakur. Like, fuck it, you want it? Go ahead then. Because he was going to get paid regardless.
Kid, that's the best thing that ever happened to Kid Austin. Shakur Stevenson was about to whoop his ass.
So, I mean, like, he's known for certain fighters up that he probably could have, now I won't say protected, but guided them. They just weren't ready. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was, like, shocked when he said publicly, like, dude, that kid not ready. Kid Austin not ready for that. And if you know De La Hoya, he speaks highly of Shakur, bro. Despite all the jokes and shit he makes about Shakur, go catch him on some real shit. He
Yeah,
was
facts.
like,
He kept it 100. Like, I don't think you ready for Shakur Stevenson. That's
yeah,
like
he
told
Yeah, I
does
don't
Garcia.
think
speak
he's ready
highly
for
of
Shakur
Shakur.
either,
Go look
bro.
at
The
him
same
on
thing
Club.
about Garcia fighting Tank.
Go
bro.
look at him
He
on
fighting
Club
him, bro.
Shay Shay. Go look at him Club Shay Shay, and when they asked him about Shakur, how he talked about Shakur. You know what I'm
How
saying?
many, off the top of your head, how many title holders does Eddie have in his stable right now?
I couldn't answer that. I know it ain't
Well,
many Americans. Ain't no Americans, I don't think.
He got
Except
Boots,
Shakur. Well,
Shakur?
Shakur and Boots.
Boots, Shakur,
Who else?
Nick Ball, right?
No, I was talking about American. What? Are you asking American or just?
Oh, I'm just
I thought Nick
period.
Paul was in Queensborough.
And Katie Taylor.
It's
Right.
another one. He got.
So-
He used to have Skyler, but Skyler lost. So
Obadiah not with him, is he?
Well, kind of.
Obadiah's
Guys
kind of with him.
with Tasman Fighters, but they've got a deal with Tasman. That
But they
they'll
kind
do
of
a
robbed Sky. She
co-
gonna get her belt back in the rematch.
co-promotion with Matchroom and DAZN.
Okay.
Tasman Fighters are actually quite active. I mean, they got Justice Hooney in there. They've actually haven't got a stable, but they just don't seem to draw the same advertising as No Limit because they don't have a Tim Tszyu. But it's a crying shame that the Australian public don't know enough about Jai Opetaia. Like it's just the media are somehow ignorant or half aware of what's going on. Like someone hears the Tszyu name and their ears prick up, and a journalist goes, "Shit, I want to talk about that." But they hear Opetaia and nothing clicks. But here's a question, round one. I'm going to let you go first. You ready for it? Because I've got a bit of a theory. You still with us, round one?
Yep.
So I was having a conversation with someone over the last couple of days, right? And it was specifically like Boots was one of the topics of the conversation. And Boots signed with Matchroom around about the same time or just before Matchroom started the 5v5s, right? in which Matchroom won none of those. And in that same period of time, Eddie's title holders were getting beat, right?
Mm.
And I'm of the opinion that Eddie was protecting his resume, not Boots' resume, as to why they avoided the Brian Norman fight. I think that Eddie was coming off such an ass kicking over that period in his whole stable, right, that he didn't want one of his stable stars to add injury to insult should he get beat by a Brian Norman. What's your thoughts there? Because I'm seeing no one's talking about Sky getting a get back, and Sky was one of Eddie's favourites, right? So is Eddie moving at the moment cautious of Eddie's resume, not his boxer's resume?
Mm.
Think about that for a minute. What do you think, round one?
About no. I think that's true, man.
Yeah, that's super true, bro. Like you kind of hit all the nails on the head, bro.
Eddie definitely cautious of his reputation.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, like you said, look at the 5v5, bro. He didn't win none of them. You're right, DJ. Yeah, he didn't win none of them.
Man, I'm pretty sure Sky Nicholson beating Raven Chapman was the only win on that whole 5v5 format for the whole year.
Yep.
Like he's probably buying Frank Warren and Bob Arum beers for the rest of his life after that whooping. So, but Slick, I blame you because you on your channels you tell people just to read the fine print and pick up on the nuances. Because if you remember those little things, after a while the dots keep joining up.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that Shakur isn't a bit of a victim to that. Like if you've got Boots and Shakur in your stable, you should be running them like your flagship. We want everyone. Bring us everyone for the big paydays. But that doesn't seem to be happening. Not overtly anyway.
And then, but that like I don't know what it is. Like DJ, that make a lot of sense. But like it seems like these promoters got a lot of vitriol for Eddie Hearn. They don't like him.
Yeah,
I think that's why it's so hard for him to make fights like that.
Well, I think it was once worse than what it is now. Like I think that if anything, Turkey's actually mended some relationships inadvertently, like particularly Eddie and Frank Warren, to say that, look, sometimes you don't need to like someone to work with them. It's just got to be business. That's it. Make the business make sense and get out of your own fucking feelings. And we say that about boxing fans, right? Get out of your own fucking feelings because facts don't care about them.
That's a fact.
True.
That is a fact, sir. Eddie is. I think Eddie just trying to tread lightly, work with what he has, right? Show the build, show that he could prove and make a star instead of trying to already have a star. Because like, even though we know who Boots is, he know Boots ain't quite at the level he feel like he should be. But he being patient with him. Shakur, he did a 2-fight deal because he don't want to get burnt like how he did Devin Haney. He had to pay him $2.5 million per fight, and he didn't pan out. And I think he just tired to get burnt on the American side. He's not getting burnt on the UK side. He has nothing to worry about them. Before it's him losing over here in Australia, let's just say outside of his country, yeah, he's definitely worried about that.
Well, it's not like he seems to be more motivated than a lot of other promoters other than Bob Arum. Bob Arum will fight everywhere and anywhere all over the world, right?
Yeah.
Because Janabek's top rank, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, so look, they just fought in fucking God. What was it, Kazakhstan or some shit?
Yep, and that's where
Japan brings Loma to Australia, brings Haney to Australia. Man, Bob Arum will fight anywhere. Just give him a ring and a good deal, he'll make it happen. But and the underlying thing, Top Rank and PBC, Fondora and Xander would have been the first fight that they would have co-promoted. Think about that for a minute too.
Yep.
They liked the idea of it, maybe,
Yeah,
but
that's
then
true.
when it come to dollars and cents, they found out that maybe they are a little bit too stubborn to work together. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But explain, like dropping the WA doesn't make sense to anyone, though, does it?
Nope.
No.
So explain the rules to me. What's today? It's Friday here, so it'll be Friday tomorrow for you guys. So that's the purse bid for Fondora and Xander, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they were able to make contractually, formally, the fight between Fondora and Tim Tszyu, can't they go back to the WBO and say, well, we were already in negotiations and a contract was signed, so we can't negotiate for a Xander and Fondora fight technically, so he still keep his belt?
Hmm.
That's actually a super good question.
I don't know.
I don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying. I don't think they took the belt. I think he just dropped it. Like,
Well, he drops it if they don't turn up to the purse bid. If you don't front at the purse bid, you're out. They'll strip you or you've dropped it, right? But say PBC no limit and sign a contract today, right? Can't they put that contract in front of the WBO and say, well, we were already in negotiations. We've already got a contract
they
fight.
they
So
can they can request a special. Yeah.
technically, we can't turn up to the purse bid because we can't negotiate while we've already got a contracted fight, and therefore Fondora wouldn't actually have to drop his belt or be stripped.
No, that's true. That's
true.
true. But they have to put that paperwork in. But I don't know why they didn't. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking they just dropped it because that's what's being reported, that he dropped the belt. Like, it's already dropped.
Well, hang on. Let's be careful to not get caught up in potential rumors, because the way I was thinking about it is everyone assumes he drops the belt, but if the WBO have got a contract of a no limit and a PBC for Tim Tszyu Fondora right in front of them now, the public don't need to know about it. But if that's right in front of the WBO, the purse bid counts for shit tomorrow. No one needs to turn up because no one's allowed to negotiate anyway.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
Fondora gets to keep his WBO belt.
Yeah. It's a way, if they could finagle it.
There's a
they're
lot
gonna
of
do it.
crazy shit they could do. So yeah, you're right.
They're gonna finagle it, but I'll tell you who's gonna fight it. Bob. Bob
Definitely.
Bob gonna try to set eliminator up for that bitch. We gonna fight for that son bitch. He ain't gonna
Well,
just
maybe, but I think that Bob's going to do what Bob always eventually does. He guides people through their career and then he throws them to the wolves and says sink or swim, right? Xander's got enough ranking. Xander's got enough ranking to actually go tap Backram on the shoulder and say, "Oi, we want a shot at your title over there on the IBF." So, you know, Fondora's not the only one that he can go after.
That's true.
But I'm of the opinion if anyone's going to bite off a crack at Backram, do it while he's under the IBF, while there's a rehydration clause. Because be fucked if you want to fight that animal when he comes in at 170 pounds on fight night after rehydration. Fuck no.
Yeah.
That's bad news.
Bad, right?
Yeah, that's
bad.
Super bad.
Man, you put that shit together well, though. That's where I'm just baffled at the whole thing. If he dropped it or not, we need some clarification, because the way that shit came out, I was like, what? And that's why everybody trying to call him a duck. But you're right. They do give special consideration. You know, if you was already in negotiations, or it's a better move, or whatever reason they have to give.
Well, effectively, PBC used the same conversation, and this is what triggered me, right? We didn't find out until after the Tim Tszyu and the Fondora fight that whoever, regardless of whoever won that, was going to get the Spence fight. We didn't know it at the time, right? But they actually used that negotiation with Spence and Fondora like it was already a done deal to avoid the mandatory with Bud.
Right.
So they told the same story with Fondora and Spence to Bud that they could tell the same story with Fondora and Tim to Xander. They just got to get the timing right.
Yep. I can see it happening.
Yeah, that's
I can
true.
see it happening because that's just weird. That's just weird. That's what had me back.
Man,
like, why not go make easy work?
PBC are not going to let any of their stable fighters drop a belt if they don't have to. That
Fuck
just
No, man, that's PBC thing.
Hell
Yeah,
That's
bro.
right.
Yeah.
That's PBC
But I mean,
thing.
that's why I go, well, why in the first time of history are PBC going to allow Fondora just to drop a belt? Like, what? The only way that even makes sense is if they're going to pull some Swifty, bring Mel Charlo out so that he doesn't actually have to fight Bud Crawford as the mandatory, go across there and fight for the WBO vacant.
Mm-hmm. They get bestowed upon them, or if it's an in-house fight for it, or some shit like that. That's the only way.
Well, Spence is still the number one ranked mandatory on the WBO. He ain't going to fight.
Right.
And Erickson Lubin's also getting active in a couple of weeks. So they've got Thurman active, they've got Erickson Lubin active, they've got Fondora active, they've got Tim Zhu active. Man, PBC have taken some Red Bull. They're fucking keen for it.
They're trying to compete. Remember, they're the only ones who didn't make no really big deals with Turkey yet.
Yeah, but they've had fighters on Turkey cards before. That's what everyone forgets. So
yeah, little small side deals and shit. No mega fights with them though. Like no big ass collaborations yet.
It's finna happen though. I mean, it's on the brink of it. Like I said,
I see it coming too.
They taking pictures of Louis DeCoopis and them. So and through PBC fighters, pretty much who've been running PBC.
Yeah, bro. PBC fighters, like that's the thing too. They be paying all them fighters just to fight once a year or twice a year and shit like that. It's like, man, that's what happened. That's what happened. That's the collapse of it. Now you in Prime Video and you can't even put up shows like you did before. You know, I mean, shit. I watched Prime Video because of One Championship, and they put on more cards than Al Heyman does on Prime. You know, and they put cards on once a month.
Yeah, I think he only put out like 5 last year.
Hang on.
Yeah,
barely 5, I think.
Just run that back for me, round one. Are you saying that Prime Video has got routine cards on their subscription?
Well, on their card, because I watch One Championship, right? And tomorrow is gonna be a One Championship card, but I'll catch it in the morning because in the mornings they'll have them on Fridays. Because out there out in Asia, it's basically nighttime, so that's the fight night. But then later on, they'll sometimes in like the first of the month, they'll on a Friday, the first of a month on a Friday, they'll drop like their Prime Video fight night cards and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like once a month. So
Right.
Oh my fucking god.
Right. Before you come back on
bro.
any
My
live
fucking
round one, the next time before you arrive on any of the boys' lives, I want an itinerary.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Of
Fucking,
everywhere you go, look
that's what
for
happens,
all of
bro.
these combat sports.
I'll be watching One Championship, and it's like once a month, bro.
So what was the last one you watched?
You hear him, round one?
I think we might have lost him.
Man, I thought Slick I thought
Can
you
y'all
and
hear me?
I were.
Oh yeah, we
keeping
heard
an eye
you
on.
now.
Yeah, my bad. It's been my fucking power.
What was the
went out,
last
so I had to get off my
championship
internet,
fight
my
you
Wi-Fi
watched
and shit.
on Prime Video, round one?
But yeah, that's what I'm saying about the PBC shit. It's like, damn, you got Prime Amazon, they don't even give you a budget, so you be barely throwing cards.
Yeah, but what was the last championship fight you watched on Prime Video, round one?
Ooh.
All right, forget that one. Shit, Slick. I thought we were up on all the routine regular stuff, Slick, between the fight nights and Pro Box and the Zone and ESPN. Round one's probably got about another 9 channels we don't know about.
Right. he be on the. He
Yeah, I ain't know they
all
had regular
combat
fights
sport.
on Prime. I'll be on Prime a lot.
Yeah, they got all the. They be showing all that shit over there. It's just they don't put it on the front screen. Like I know over here in America they don't. You gotta like search. You gotta search for it. Even the PBC stuff don't be on the front screen. Like you gotta type PBC and then it'll finally pop up. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you how sneaky PBC are. They put the Thurman fight against Brock Jarvis live on YouTube on their YouTube channel. Like, who the fuck knew about that?
Right. That shit crazy.
But yeah, man. So what? Good round of fights tomorrow. What? 4 o'clock, right?
That's what
4
they
o'clock?
say.
4
They say
o'clock.
start.
Yeah.
They don't never want to give you a clear, definitive answer. That's what I'm looking up right now.
So I would think if it say 4, the real fight start around 6.
That's what it say. It says
More than likely.
5 p.m. Eastern, and then above it it says. Hold on, let me go back to it. Cause that's exactly what I was looking up. Like, what the fuck going on, bro? No, I can't find a clear. Okay, and then it says 9 p.m. Eastern. So
over here it's $40 per card. So if you buy them separately, it's $40 for Ryan and Rowley and all of them, and then if you pay separately, it's $40 for Canelo and Skull. But if you get them together, it's $60. But
you got it good.
It's 80 for us if we get them together.
But I'm struggling I'm struggling. Here we go again, Slick. I'm struggling to think, well, why do I even bother about Canelo? Like, I feel like if I just buy the Canelo fight, I'm just paying for an appearance fee because I'm really not interested in the card or the fight.
That's how I feel, bro. But I feel
feel that way too, man.
The way they doing us is $60 if you just buy one. So I might as well spend the other $20 to get the other shit.
That's how I look at it. Like I just said, fuck it, to pay the 80.
So where's the Canelo fight? You say it was in Saudi.
Yep. Riyadh.
So normally they're not real dear for the US. Normally you only get them for like $25 or something, don't you?
The last fight was 40. That's why I said look for this shit to start going up. Last card I bought.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna start going.
I said it's gonna start creeping up.
But shit, man, my wife is threatening to cut off the internet, so let's. I gotta go.
Punch.
Yeah, so man, thanks. I appreciate everybody coming up tonight, man, and Slick Punch tomorrow, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm ready. You know what I mean? So round 1, thanks for coming up, bro. Don't be a stranger. Come up more often, bro. Don't let this be the first and only time we see you over here on Punch Talk, bro.
Yeah, and Perez found the channel.
And yeah, man, shout out to Press, you know what I mean, for coming through 913, all the guys, Mark Wayne, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, everybody, y'all have a good night, man, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Appreciate you, fam.
All right, fellas.
Slick, I'm gonna want to talk to you, Slick, about that theory I've got about Eddie Hearn's resume.
Okay.
Yeah, you got deep with that shit, man. But all right, fellas, good night.
All right.
Righto.